Takže dneska nás čeká první díl Back to the Future, The Game, epizoda 1 a jsem na to fakt natěšená, tak doufám, že to bude stát za to. Protože Back to the Future mám strašně ráda a doufám, že i ta hra bude super. Tak jo. Tak, chcete se před zahájením podívat na zprávy s Martyho novými cíli? Asi ano.
All right, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26th, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy. In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
Chudák pejsek.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Not me. The car. The car.
Nějaký zoom.
If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this, watch this.
OK, tak. What the hell?
What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour!
Radost.
The temporal
Já bych se
displacement
taky
occurred
radovala.
at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
Doc, who the heck was that?
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Wait a minute. You put your dog in a time machine made out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
Ahoj, čauky. Jak se máš? Já jsem tam můžeš mrknout tady na příběhovku.
Doc?
That's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
Doktor asi něco špatně vypočítal, asi hodně špatně. Takže doktor potřebuje svůj zápisník, jdi s Martem doleva, kde uvidíš doktorovu bednu s nářadím. A jinak teda hlasitost taky v pohodě? Zdá se, mám to v klidu. Tak, bedna s nářadím. Najď kurzorem na bednu s nářadím a klikni levým tlačítkem myši pro výběr.
Notebook.
Třeba ne, Hodo.
Flux capacitor?
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. It's mass equals I times Z, and E equals the square root of Z times C squared, and the flux dispersal.
Consequences could be catastrophic? Whoa, deja vu.
A? Něco se děje?
Doc?
Great Scott!
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake.
To je blbý, no.
Doc! No!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc! Doc!
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom.
Hi, Mishko, čauky.
It was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Well, you're safe and sound now. Back in good old 1986.
1986.
But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late.
Žádný ještě nejsou v Leonách. Jak se máš, jak se vede? Zítra jdu zase. Takže... První epizoda. Tak kočka, ty kočičí hodiny jsou úplně boží. Ty si někdy koupím. Jsou tak kultovní. Jsem to chtěla přeskočit, ale tak se tady aspoň podíváme po všem. 14. května 1986.
Dad, are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc's stuff. The city has no right to.
Now, son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair.
Čekejte, já se jenom něco upravím. V titulkách programátor je tam jen jeden, to musí být asi nějaký mistr. Vteřinečku. Tak, můžeme pokračovat.
At least things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty.
Hi, Biff.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just remembering.
Vybírejte předměty po laboratoři, aby ses ujistil, že doktor nikde nenechal ležet něco nebezpečného. Já už nevím, co na něj použít. A poslal ti už nějaký fotky? Doufám, že nějaký hezký fotky.
Hey, let me...
Now, Biff, leave Marty alone. This is a very emotional time for him.
Oh, sure. Sorry, Marty.
na krmení. Celý stroj na krmení. Psí krmič. Fakt, že jo. Takže hodiny.
Wonder why Doc didn't take any of these with him.
Planetu galaxie, jeho rasu a jeho loď. Wow. Drsně on. Kam se jdem podívat?
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies. Let's make some noise.
Wow, tak teď nás to všechny odpálí. Jdu být pod útokem. Ještě něco s tím můžu dělat?
Forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick.
Tak, nepodívala jsem se na jeho model. Kam můžu jít?
It took me forever to
Ne, tam jsem nechtěla kliknout. Tak. Tady nemůžu. Momentíček. Tak, kde je ten model? Já nemůžu jít nikam dál tady? Jo, můžu, tady je. Model náměstí, to přesně potřebujeme.
Doc built this model at downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey,
Tam
that
přesně
looks just like the
potřebujeme.
courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
Vadilo by ti, kdybych se na ten model soudní budovy podíval?
Can I see that model courthouse for just a second? I need to get something out of it.
Like what? A not guilty verdict?
To
That
moc
was a
nevyšlo.
joke.
Oh, ha. But really, can I?
Nah, I think I'll hold on to it.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well, look at what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something. Ha!
Klikni na tlačítko rady.
Seems kind of empty without the courthouse.
Dobrý, tak potřebujeme to z něj nějak dostat.
Hey, Biff.
Za něco vyměnit. Takže, buď to budeme hrát na city, nebo zápisník je nebezpečný, vystrašíme ho, nebo je bezcenný, to nám nebude věřit.
I only want that notebook because, well, I'm sentimental. It's like a piece of Doc.
Doc's dead. Time to get over it and move on.
Tak zkusíme ho
I'll pay you for
koupit.
it.
How much? Not enough.
I just can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
It's just a notebook with Doc's scribblings. What did Doc ever accomplish?
Nothing.
Then it's worthless, right?
If it was really worthless, you wouldn't want it so bad.
That notebook wouldn't mean anything to
poslední
you.
možnost.
Wouldn't even understand what's in it.
You calling me ignorant?
OK, takže máme poslední 2 možnosti. Ještě to koupíme, když to dám znova, tak se asi nic nezmění, že?
How much?
Not
enough. OK, takže jdeme zkusit najít něco.
Never mind.
Čím ho uplatíme? Možná tím pitím. Tady je ta jeho maska.
Feels like that was a lifetime ago. Actually, I guess it was.
A nemůžu to na něj nějak použít?
Hey, let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Dobře. Přiběhne zase, přiběhne zase.
Enough of that junk.
Now, Biff.
Sorry, Marty.
Chloroform na tvář a byl by klid. Jakože nic s tím
Looks like a
neudělá?
hand crank lightning rod, or maybe a lightning powered pencil sharpener. Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Tak máme kytaru.
Hey, Dad. Do you think dreams can
Ahoj,
predict the
Glorindel.
future?
Čauky.
Well, you know I don't go in for that mystical stuff.
Jak je v
But I do
Anglii?
think they can reflect how you're feeling about the future.
Who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
I'm telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know.
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
Anglický piv. Bez pěny.
That notebook is Doc's legacy. I've got an obligation to protect it.
Now, hold on a minute. Didn't you just get done telling me Doc's still around? Off traveling somewhere?
Yeah?
Then how is it your obligation to protect his legacy? You can't have it both ways, Marty. If Doc's alive, he can protect his own legacy.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son. But the bank is within its rights to sell off his stuff. Maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all.
About Biff, Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle it.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way, but you know where to find me.
Tak, ohledně Biffa.
Problem?
Yeah.
Biff?
He's got this thing, see, and I really need to get it back.
If he stole something from you...
No, it's one of Doc's notebooks. He found it first, but...
Oh, well then I'm not sure what to tell you. I guess you'll just have to appeal to his better angels or something.
Or something.
Děkuji moc, Leonách, děkuji moc, to se nedá nic neříkat. Nechtěla jsem mluvit do hry, ale teď už můžu. Děkuji strašně moc za půl roku. Našeho společného půl roku, děkuji moc.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
Tak jo. Tak jdeme se tady ještě rozhlídnout, no. Zesilovač, to je tady ten. Něco s tím zesilovačem možná udělám.
I better not crank it up anymore. I really don't want to blow this thing out again.
Dobře, a můžu do něj něco zapojit? Tady je psí krmič, hodiny, televize.
Does nature contrive it so that even with a time machine, you can intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
No ale kdyby nebyl tvůj táta, tak nejsi ani ty, že? Spousta hodin.
Jennifer'd like that. She's into old stuff.
Jo. Inventář. Takže. Použij předmět. Zkusíme to dát jemu?
Nah.
Ne? Dobře, no.
Hey, Biff.
Ne, musím najít
never
nějakou
mind.
lepší možnost. Ještě jsem určitě tady na všechno neklikla. Na všechno, co bude vědecká výbava.
Hope that wasn't poison gas or anything. Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done.
Tak myslím si, že skončil.
Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say.
Ahoj, Froste. Jak se máš? Moje ucho taky.
Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
A zničil to. A my máme zápisník.
Doc, where are you?
Doktor je zpátky. A nebo jeho pes. A nebo jenom auto. Musel utéct z blázince. Hledej vodítka k doktorovu nalezení.
Doc?
Tam nikdo nebude.
Einstein! Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
Nemá. Co to je? Nějaká ženská bota?
Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
A byl to pes.
Marty?
Ah!
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval
for the
feature
mosh
is a
pit,
resounding
Chocobra.
success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, come to my rescue in the past. Or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back or forward to whatever it is. I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed.
Děkuji moc.
Jeez. Come on.
Čekat.
Crap. Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now?
Děkuji moc, Hado. Děkuji strašně moc za darovaného saba pro Leu. Má radost, tak to máme já taky radost. Děkuji moc.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
Tak jo. Můžu tady ještě něco? Ne, já jsem myslela, že ho můžu obejít a podívat se třeba ještě na nějaké části, ne? A ne, že si sednu dovnitř. OK, takže... Co pes? Ten mi asi nic moc neřekne. To bylo ano. Tady nic víc není. A můžu jít ještě nějak dovnitř? Asi už ne? Já už musím řešit jenom to auto. Že? Tady nic jiného není. OK. Jsem myslela, že můžu jít ještě dovnitř pro nějaký třeba věci. Mám něco u sebe? Diktafon botu. Ten zápisník.
After all the trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight. Looks like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc.
Okay.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
Dobře, jak to můžu zjistit jinak ještě? Můžu nějak jako pročítat tu knížku? Nebo poslouchat ten diktafon ještě?
I don't think so.
Řekne mi to něco? Prozkoumat předmět.
This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands. And by wrong hands, I mostly mean Biff.
Tak, co bota?
This time-traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc. Maybe not.
Jakože nezjistím o ní nějaký jako období, kdy se nosila, nebo tak.
I keep this picture of my dad to remind me that even the most hopeless losers can grow up to be pretty cool guys.
Dobře, no. Takže... Fakt to nemůžu nějak víc jako...
shoe is my only clue to finding Doc.
Nějak víc prozkoumat? Musím jít zpátky, no. Nope a nope. Se snaží naporadit. Rozbiju to.
Not sure what that'll do.
Já taky ne. A není tady ještě něco? Co bych... Proč když kliknu, okamžitě vystoupí? Já tady budu furt vystupovat a nastupovat. Počkat, co pes? Co mi pes k tomu řekne, k té botě?
What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
Výborně.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie? What do you think, Einstein? You think I should ring the bell?
Step away from the door!
Ah!
Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now!
Jaký má obočí. Počkat.
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
What the?
A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
Úplně, co to dělá?
Leave that creature outside!
Chudák
Sorry,
Einstein.
Einstein.
Musí zůstat venku. Jo. Je to velmi zajímavé.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one.
No, mohla by nám říct.
Much better. So neat and orderly. Yeah, I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Glorindel, než to dohraju. Já to nezapálila.
Have a seat, Sonny.
To bude na dlouho. Ale kamže?
Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Takže, co nám může říct? Noviny. Noviny. Hromady novin.
Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
Jakože než dohraju tuto epizodu, to neříká. Ať to neříkám blbě. Předpokládám tak ještě do 12, že to zhruba dohraju. Kolik je? 22, tak si myslím, že bude v pohodě. Do 12 plus minus. Tak. Skládá si všechny noviny.
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
Marshall Strickland.
My grandfather, gunned down by Mad Dog Tannen over 100 years ago.
Nebo taky
That's
15
not how I remember it.
To může být taky, no.
Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that?
Nothing.
Tohoto dna. Dňa. Do dnešní půlnoci. Má kočku.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Miss
Slečna
Pretty
Micinka.
Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
Ahoj, Maxwell, čauky. Tak, bonbony.
Candy looks older than I am.
Jeden třeba rok výroby.
Man, She keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
To není konvice. Nebo je? Ona to zapla? Jsem myslela, že ne. Jsem myslela, že to dělá to topení.
I don't need to fake a tea whistle while she's in the kitchen.
Aha. Tak jo, pojďme se podívat na ty noviny.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture.
A rok? Že by se třeba podíval na rok?
Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
Ještě se podívej.
Firm announces plans for Lone Pine Mall, Peabody Ranch to be rezoned for commercial development. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
To ani nevím, že je i taková to hra. Skvělá to hra.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead,
Zatím.
dear.
Tak doufám, že to vydrží. Zeptej se té báby, no jo, no.
Man, these are powerful. I could see Biff going into the video store.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe the filth that boy watches. Yeah, he's nothing but an out-of-control hedonist, just like his father.
If there's a clue to find a Doc out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking. Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Yes? Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Aye, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But...
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when
Sleduju
was it?
všechno. Cestě chrání majetek, no,
The
já
day
hadu.
that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy? In Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been
Ahoj,
wild.
Kindo.
Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
Drsně.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that?
Tannen! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Myslím, že ho nemusí volat, protože její otec to zrovna slyšel. Tak tohle už mi říkala,
The
že?
video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
Following year.
No, tohle už jsme si říkali.
Don't let
Takže,
me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
udržuje město čisté, to se taky počítá. Nenechám mě sáhnout na ty
I
noviny.
told you not to touch those.
Zkusíme znovu fintu s čajem.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Jistě.
I don't need to fake a tea whistle while she's in the
Okay.
kitchen.
Jsem myslela, že to musím jako stáhnout.
Clint Eastwood plunges to death on runaway train. All right, Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the speakeasy burn down? I at least need to know the year.
Zkusme ještě jednou, náhodně, třeba se trefí.
October 28th, 1985. Authorities still mystified by Maul's shootout. I don't even know where to start looking for
No
clues.
jasně. Dobrý, takže co dál? Je tady ještě něco? Kočičí trofé.
Stop looking at me.
Yeah, that's peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil.
Miss Strickland lost that shoe the day the speakeasy burned down. But when was that? Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
You! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
That tea's never gonna boil.
No. Takže my máme možnost jít kdykoliv od to. Mně napadlo předtím, že na tom dalekohledu by mohl být rok výroby, ale jakože by nám to mohlo s něčím pomoct.
Mind if I take a look?
Go ahead, dear.
A ne na dalekohledu rok, ale 1932. 1932. Únor.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Tak jo, zkusíme ještě jednou ty noviny. Co se děje? Nic nějak úplně zmizela myš? Dobrý. Ahoj kuzi, čauky, jak se máš?
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Sure. Takovou bábu bych vytrula, takže by na to vzpomínala do konce života.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order. Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out!
1931.
Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
To musí mít sousedí strašnou radost, když jim tam takhle hováká. Jak se oblíkl stylově. Bere Einsteina sebou.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
It's a costume. Tonight's the big Halloween party.
A on není Halloween.
Party in May? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
To má dobrýho
I hope
tátu.
so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had
Morty dělá
understood that.
gymnastiku.
You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone.
Právě si líže zadní packu.
Ready to go, Einstein?
Einstein jde s ním, jo? Takže,
I've got to turn on the time circuits first.
dobře.
Time circuits, on. Flux capacitor, fluxy. Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931,
O
I'm
den
gonna show
dřív,
up the day
jenom.
before and get him out. I hope you know
Nebude
what you're
mít
doing,
moc
Doc.
času. A já jsem si nevšimla, jestli to mělo správně nastavení. Jo, aha, tam nahoře. Chvílový čas. Se líbí, jak vždycky zůstane ta hořící čára. To je hra Back to the Future, jestli si pamatuješ ten film, tak je to na ty motivy. Car of the Future. Skoro, no. Ale zajímavý auto. Dvě míle, to bude pešky, jo? Taková krásná večerní procházka.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Kam asi? Za doktorem. Ale takhle se podívat do minulosti, to by muselo být boží, no. Jak to vypadalo ve vašem městě před... Dadiko, děkuji moc za hostování. Mám moc rezolta. Děkuji moc za hostování. Jak se máš? Dadiko, jak se daří? Doufám, že to říkám dobře. To je ta stará bába.
Young man, excuse me, young man.
Who? Me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man in the street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
Pro jistotu.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
Hi, Devils Hunter, jak se máš, jak se daří? Jdete se dívat na Back to the Future? Zatím dneska první epizodu. Jsem
Mark
zastánce.
me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets? No doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Říkám to správně, tak to jsem ráda. Já jsem vždycky ráda, když někomu řeknu tu přezdívku správně. Děkuji moc, Glorindel, že jsi vybavil hosta. A děkuji moc za hosta. Jak to šlo? Co jste dneska dělali? Hráli jste něco? Nebo jste povídali? Nebo tak? Tak. A kde je najdu?
Ask him where I can get the address.
Ah, I see. Because you want to blast it to smithereens just like Carl Sagan did. With public-spirited citizens like you around, the lawless element will be on the run in no time. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
Jak se bude jmenovat? Nebo jak si budeme říkat?
Harry Callahan.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Callahan. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
Hi, Strikerko.
I know. I met you back. I mean, I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet. I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to
Hi,
bigger and
Faxime,
better...
děkuji strašně moc.
Einstein,
Že
no,
jste
down,
přišli,
boy.
děkuji
Is
moc.
this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once
A
before.
děkuji moc za 3 měsíce. Faxime, děkuji strašně moc za 3 měsíce, ať nekecám do hry. Děkuji za 4 roku a děkuji za follow, Gastovský, děkuji moc. Vítám tady všechny nové příchozí, doufám, že se vám to bude líbit. Dart, teda si děkuji za follow.
Broken? Oh man, are you serial?
Strikerko, děkuji taky moc za follow a...
Man, are you serial?
Katarín, děkuji za follow a Dolíku děkuji taky moc za follow. Děkuji všem.
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law.
Devil's Hunter, tobě taky děkuji.
Doc, I gotta find Doc.
Děkuji moc. Jste milí.
Broken? Oh man, are you serial? Broken? Oh man, are you serial?
Děkuji všem za follow. Tak. Co budeme dělat? Doholičství. Papírnictví. To je byla ta palírna.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned
Jak se
down.
máš, Faxime, jak
How'd
to
Doc
šlo?
ever get mixed up in that?
Jsou skvělí, jsou nejlepší. Děkuji moc, děkuji za všechno, za všechny nové follow, za to, že jste přišli. Děkuji. A teď nevím, co říká otec.
I wonder who really burned down the speakeasy.
Kdo, no? Či doktor? Ne. A právnická kancelář. To by se mi mohlo hodit, jestli chci zachránit doktora.
Hello?
No solicitors!
Tak nic. Do banky? Co budu dělat v bance?
How can I help you, sir?
Without any money, I don't really have any business in there.
Today special, yesterday soup. To je teda specialita. Určitě Life is Strange si znovu zahraju. Je to nejlepší hra. Jedna z nejlepších. Zůstanu aspoň někde vevnitř, jo? Dobrý. Už jsem se lekla, že mě zase vyhodí. Tak, tady jsou ti gangstři, ne? Vypadají tak gangstersky. No, tihle úplně.
Biff? Kid! Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right, that's better.
Ale jeho dědeček vypadá
What are you
aspoň
looking
trošku
at, punk?
chytřejší.
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid.
Well,
What?
what are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear.
Jeho děda byl
I
takový
swear, if even
posroutka.
one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Musel jsem zařídit osobní věci, odpoledne jsem pracoval, pak byl grafický stream a za chvíli byl pokračování ve Wolfíku. Tak to si užijí pokračování ve Wolfíku. Ahoj,
Maybe I should
Vítku.
go to the jail and talk to
Ahojky.
Doc before I start dialing random people in 1931.
Tak jo, tak půjdeme najít vězení. Já jsem se tady jenom chtěla jako tak
I
porozhlídnout.
better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
A Blair Witch teprve bude, Faxime, teprve se na něj chystám. Zatím jsem dělala jenom make-up. Takový jako lehce inspirovaný něčím, co se
Where
dá
is the jail in 1931 anyway?
nazvat jako Blair Witch. Nebo jako čarodějnice. Ale čeká mě... Kde mám Blair Witch? Skoro na konci měsíce. Mám. Glorindale,
Who are you
mám.
and what do you want?
Can I talk to Carl Sagan?
Are you his lawyer?
Mám, fakt jsem, mám ho tam.
No.
Then scram.
Čekala jsem, že vězení bude na policejní stanici a jako... Počkáte, je tam. Našel nás.
Doc!
What are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that.
A tak
But
četl
it's
to
so
noviny, ne?
wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Promiň, hodu.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Ahoj,
Guess they didn't
Teresko,
approve of my
čauky.
burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
A plan, right? But what?
Co bude lepší? Vraťme se v čase, ať co nejméně jakoby spácháme.
Why don't I
Mohlo
take
být
the
dobrý.
DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration,
Zní to hodně
the events
elfsky,
that sent
takže
you into the past
to bylo
might never
první, co mě
happen,
napadlo.
resulting in a paradox
Glorindale.
of continuum shattering proportions.
Ahoj, Peters, čauky, už
Jeez,
po
we've been
práci?
back together for 5 minutes, Doc. You're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Smarty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Tak co? Myslím,
I
že...
suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you
Myslíme?
out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Ne, tady.
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab
No,
and...
no, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea.
Bude zajímavější
Where
a
can I find you?
zajímavější.
I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away
Tam
from
jsme
the
byli.
soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
Nenápadně, nejvíc nenápadně.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Jednička byla na konci. Mně se zdá, že 1871. Doriku, měj se krásně, ještě jednou moc děkuju. A Teresko, depky neměj. To je zbytečný se trápit. Radši se raduj. Že jo, 1871. Ne, já si myslím 1871. No, před... A jak to šlo dneska v práci, Peters? Utíkalo to rychle?
Okay. Hey, never mind. I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Ne, počkat, telefon.
Like a thorn bush in a drunkard's hand is a proverb in the mouth of a fool. Heavy.
Brown resident?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Ty máš dobrý
Young
pík,
Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
Tak jdeme do soudní budovy. To máš super, Peters, ale aspoň budeš mít potom zasloužený volno, no. Na začátek sezóny hokejové. Může to proběhnout přes toho? Přes... Ne, já jsem chtěla přes park. Ježkovi zraky, já jsem se ztratila. Aha, to musím držet takhle blbě. Einstein. Ten by nám mohl pomoct.
Young Doc's in the courthouse. I hope I'll be able to recognize him.
Já myslím, že snadno. Oh.
Don't touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Papa, I mean, Judge Brown says so.
To byl doktor.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to
Pojď
transact.
sem, Marty, pojď tady. Hop. No pojď tady. Pojď. Hop. Skoč tam. Ahoj, Future Machine, čauky. Ahoj, Dotrixy, ahojky.
I don't need to go in there anymore.
Já nepotřebuji tam jít, ok. Ale kam šel, doktor? Doběhnem ho? Kam šel? Einsteine, kam šel? Marty chce pozorovat Martyho.
Hey, how you doing, Aini?
Jsem si dala židličko vedle mě, tak Martíček tam teďka už spokojeně leška, že je hodná kočička. Najdeš doktora?
Hey, how you doing, Aini?
Kde je ta Brownová rezidence? Tady je doktor, tady je.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. Harmonic oscillator, then naturally it needs to.
Tak počkat.
Doc's notebook doesn't belong to him. Okay, actually it does belong to him, but not yet.
Tak jsem si myslela, že mu to pomůže. Stůj!
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Jakože hlavně Pán prstenů, to je prostě nejbožejší. A Hobbit.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
Tak ho šel pryč, Martík. Stůj!
I don't need to go in there anymore.
Aha, tak jako to na něj zase budeme čekat? Nebo on tady zase bude chodit někde venku? Musíme ho nějak přesvědčit, tak počkat. Zkusíme se zeptat doktora, našeho doktora. Jestli třeba nebude vědět. On jde zpátky.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character! Acceleration is reduced by the...
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Dobře, tak musím zkusit něco jiného.
Emmett, about your...
Don't say it.
Tahle nebude fungovat. Já jsem si říkal, že jako neustále... Ne, stůj. Že neustále hučení o tom samém dokola pomůže. Už to má vyšel? Jo.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together. And we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
Chtěla jsem Glorindel, ale ještě jsem se k tomu nedostala.
Leg bones connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
To má pro mě strašně těžký název, já to nikdy nedokážu vyslovit, ale tu nejtěžší knížku od něj jsem si vždycky chtěla strašně přečíst a ještě jsem se k tomu nedostala. Kdy tě bude podporovat rodina přítele, taky si myslím, že to zvládnete. Tady určitě to bude velká změna, ale taky si myslím, že to bude radostná změna. A změna jakože zase prostě k jinému milníku v životě. Přesně tak, Glorindel. Přesně tak.
About your...
Teď jsem myslela, že když už se jako budeme bavit o tom, takže mi jako řekne.
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
Chudák.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer or soda? What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Dobře.
About yours.
Dobře, to už se mnou nechce o tom mluvit. Takže deník mu nemůžu dát, ale poslechnout sám sebe, to bych mohla zkusit.
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father. People scared of Judge Brown are...
Já nemůžu odejít? Já tam nemám možnost odejít? Aha, takováhle možnost je odejít. A ještě jednou, když to zkusím. Aha, to už nemůžu. Tak počkat, zkusíme jít. To je úplně jiná kniha jako Hobbit, nebo Lotr, ale prvýkrát jsem to přečítal jednu stranu. Právě, že ono se to jako prý strašně těžce čte. Jak komu teda? Odporučám.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
young?
I was gonna say
okay.
intense.
Okay.
I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals a Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
it'll be fine.
Takže, pamatujete si, co mu mám říct, já vůbec. Ahoj, Čiksiku. Kde je? Teď jsem ho tu teďka někde viděla. Aha, on zašel dovnitř. Takže zase zpátky.
I better tell young Doc the solution to that formula before I forget it.
Já bych ráda, ale já ho nevidím, že? Tak, počkat. Tak, už jde. Doktore.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the
Hamiltonian
Ahoj, Číksíku, jak se máš?
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is a Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Jsem spán z vulkána, budu vypadat jak ten, co nás tady dnes navštívil.
You know about my rocket-powered drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning?
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
Besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. Part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
I've got a subpoena for Grandpa.
It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen, yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Stuřený párek, nebo nevím. Máš hlad? Nebo jsi možná nechytla, o čem jsi mluvil, Jahodo? Na malorku, pěkně, tak to si tam užij. To si tam užij, Čiksíku.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here. How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
Takový čistič body ze mě. Ahoj Petře, čauky.
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut bowl.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? I'm hanging on to my peanut bowl.
Tak jo.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Není možné.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, break time's over. Back to work.
On mi dal buráky. Ahoj Demonku, čauky. Jak se máš? Jak se vede?
About Arthur McFly.
Yeah?
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
So, one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
To ano.
I sure could go for some peanuts.
Lucky
Zase
for
mi
you,
dá.
I'm in a giving mood.
Není možné.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, break time's over. Back to work.
I guess you won't talk about your business.
Why not? I got nothing to hide. I recently acquired controlling interest in the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen.
Isn't a soup kitchen an odd line of business for a guy like you?
I like soup. Plus, I got a heart as big as all outdoors. Buff a little harder. I want to see myself in the toes.
Temnější fotbal? Tak to máš jako top dovolenou v tom případě, Chicksíku.
Isn't a soup kitchen?
Jo, to
I
už
like
jsme
soup.
slyšeli.
In the toes.
Dobře.
About Arthur McFly.
Yeah.
Bylo tam ještě něco?
Since you're Arthur,
He's at the,
V kanceláři?
office.
where's the office?
I forget.
Aha, to už nám předtím
So
říkal, že?
when do you think?
When I tell him he can leave the office.
Zkusím
one
ještě
more thing
tohle.
about that hat.
Your test.
A už chci odejít.
I sure could go for some
Dobrou
peanuts.
noc, mi jak se le. Čauky, krásnou
Lucky
dobrou
for you,
noc.
I'm in a giving mood.
Hey, kid!
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Hey!
What did you do?
Oh!
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett!
Jak jsme to hodili na něj.
Emmett!
Pěkně oni. Natahuj Kanady, zvažuji
Nobody makes a
dobu
monkey out of Kid Tannen!
Jak se měj hezky, pak si moja, ti to jde od ruky. Měj se krásně a děkuji moc za dnešní návštěvu.
Ow! Fix me up!
Setřásli jsme ho.
Where do you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
Přesně tak, Chicksíku, bude mít štěstí. Tak počkat, já jsem se chtěla podívat na ten klobouk, prozkoumat
Grandpa
ho.
may be a little wimpy, but he's got great taste in hats. I need to get this subpoena into Arthur McFly's hands, so young Doc will have the time to help me bust old Doc out of jail.
Dál to nejde. Jo, tady to taky nejde. No, tak proběhneme ještě sem.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
2 měsíce.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of
Jsem mu
Mercy soup
vybrala.
kitchen. It's under new management,
Že
you
se
know.
bude
And,
vydávat
we mustn't jump
za
to any
něj.
conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Hey, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh, which
Ahoj,
ones?
Frostíku.
The,
Skvělý
Mario
Čiksíku.
Brothers.
Frostíku,
yes.
ahoj
The
Frostíku.
Italians do so
Skvělý
many good
Čiksíku.
works.
Mně se teď úplně popletlo,
If
že
you'll
nevím,
just
jestli jsem
fix
to
it so I
řekla
can pick up the
správně.
barrels of soup.
Now
A
hold
zítra
your
bude
horses,
další.
let's not get over eager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions,
Yeah?
you can let me know when they're running low on soup.
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh, who?
The orphanage.
My, how those little ragamuffins can eat. All right, Edna, just think of all those poor unfortunates and hold your nose. Mr. Donnelly!
Viděli jste to, co já? Čekat, tady tě. Kterým směrem musím sem? Aha, tak ne, počkat. Jsem myslela, že mě to pustí tam a nepustilo. Běž, prosím tě, rovně. Aha, jsem myslela, že bylo nastartovaný to auto. Nebylo.
Doc! Morty! How goes the escape plan?
Drsný, že, Čiksíku? Jak se máš, Frostíku?
Your younger self needs 190 proof booze to fuel his rocket drill.
Well, that could be a problem.
I know, we're both underage.
Underage, nothing. It's 1931 and alcohol's been outlawed throughout the country. Are you sure you're about to graduate from high school?
I'm kidding, Doc. It was a joke.
A joke? If I live to be 100, and I almost have, I'll never understand the teenage compunction to make a joke out of everything.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's tannin is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
How'd you wind up in jail in 1931 anyway?
During my trip to the past, I decided to look into one of Hill Valley's unsolved mysteries.
The fire at the speakeasy.
Exactly. I thought I was safely hidden across the street. But when the fire started, there was a tremendous explosion, and I was knocked unconscious by a stray brick. When I woke up, I was here in jail, charged with arson.
That's horrible.
I know. Worse yet, I still don't know who started the fire.
Where have you been all this time? I missed you.
I've missed you too, Marty. But I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the insanity of time travel.
I gotta admit, it was nice to not have my family history blowing up in my face for a few months.
Besides, I've been busy raising my own unpredictable teenagers.
Samý kecání. Kam? Co ještě? Ohledně
What's the story with this kid Tannen jerk anyway?
Biff's father? By this time next year, he'll be pulling down a life sentence in San Quentin. There was even a song about it.
Wait, if Biff will be born in 1938, and Kid will be in prison...
As I recall, he escaped from prison in 1937 for about 3 hours.
That's a busy 3 hours.
No kidding.
Tak
What do
Edna.
you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna? We never really socialized when I was younger. She was a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socioeconomic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that
Acknowledging.
speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal
Ahoj,
breakdown.
čaubičku.
Sounds like a fun
Jak se
gal.
máš?
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s. She just about lost her mind.
That would explain a lot.
Jak se vede? Doufám, že super. Našel
I
jsem
know
váš
this really
zápisník.
isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell them.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we saved me from a grisly death in 1931.
Vyučila v kapse s vyznamenáním a tak konečně pracovat do Německa. Wow, tak to gratuluju a gratuluju k super práci. Tak to jako jedeš ve velkým teda.
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
Hey, cue ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Special
Right.
soup.
Special.
Potom jsem dostal nabídku do Ameriky a do Dánska. A drží se Německa, jo?
Hey.
Čau, bičku.
What are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup.
Já bych šla do Ameriky. Mě by to strašně
Well?
lákalo.
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
Okay.
Excuse me.
You talking to me?
Could I have a bowl of soup?
You're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
Nejezí vlastně, způsobí ti to hrozný zažívací bolesti, ne?
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribolita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and
Pěkně,
spice rack that
pěkně,
hadn't been
čaubičku, pěkně.
restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do
To je
you think I should do to
Hodně
break
dobrá
this slop
práce.
up?
Jakože
Let's see.
elektromechanik si
Have you
myslím, že je hodně
tried-
ceněný. Když to umíš dobře. Co bychom dali do kapustové polívky? Sůl?
Salt?
Salt? What do you think? It's too bland? Too mild? I didn't put too much pepper in it, did I?
I just think it could use a little more salt.
No accounting for taste these days.
A mi podá sůl, jo? No a ne.
Kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
Sůl vždycky všemu pomůže, ne? Kapusta je zelí. Slovensky, ne?
Okay. Hey, never mind. I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline. Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second. Any ideas about how to get the hooch?
Hooch?
The alcohol, Emmett.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch
Naše
is being
kapusta je
hidden in some of those
kapusta.
barrels.
Jakože vaškel.
You're probably right, but which ones?
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their specific gravity.
Specific gravity? Come on, Emmett. Kids' goons aren't going to let us do an experiment on their barrels.
No, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy behind the counter.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal moonshine? Get real here.
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety, right. We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Takže, teď co? Zkusíme ještě? Takhle.
What is it, kid?
Okay, I've got some more ideas about your soup.
Do tell.
Let's see. Have you tried paprika?
Paprika?
I just think you could use a little color.
Color?
On má ty dveře zadělané těma stolama. Takže takhle by mi ani otevřít nešli, že?
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help. Nice rack.
Yeah, we got all kinds of culinary enhancements back there.
Tak jdem si s ním ještě víc popovídat.
What is it, kid?
So this place used to be a soup kitchen.
What do you mean used to be? Despite recent changes in ownership, this joint is still available for the purposes of distributing food to the needy and the not so well-to-do, and no other purposes whatsoever.
Right. What's a tough guy like Kid Tannen doing running a soup kitchen?
Mr. Tannen purchased the soup kitchen from the Sisters of Mercy in an effort to repair his reputation as a respectable community figure after his fine name was besmirched by the malignant and malicious the actions of the misguided vandals that done burned down his place of business.
It's speakeasy.
I cannot confirm nor deny any claims of so-called illegal bootlegging at the just eat your damn soup, pipsqueak.
Why's the soup in a barrel?
'Cause it's hard to ladle off the floor.
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
Tak co tam ještě dáme? On tam dává zase sůl? Však, ale já jsem neřekla, co tam má dát, ne? Teď mě tam zase nepustí. Já musím najít něco jiného.
Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
Do sklepa. A kam se dá jít do sklepa? Pod tím vozíčkem, ne? Byly dveře do sklepa. Ne, aha, tak to má pod sebou. Dobrý, dobrý. Tak. Co tady ještě máme? Emen mi nic neřekne.
Lazy hands make a man poor. Maybe that's my problem.
Líné ruce. Volat asi taky nikam nemusím, ne?
Brown residents?